Welcome to Casual Talk, where I talk to you casually. My name is Alex, speaking to you with my voice. To be honest, there are times when I wonder if I should even bother with update videos, but I also feel obligated to tell you why I randomly become inactive on my YouTube channel. In the case of December 2021, I was focusing on my job during the busiest time of the year. This is why the uploads shown here aren't exactly standouts. I was working on the Devilman 2022 video, but ended up putting it off until January as I was busy with life. I really want to continue uploading on a weekly basis, but it depends on what's happening. Admittedly, I spend most of December and January just enjoying myself watching things and talking about them on Patreon. It also helps me keep track of my watch progress and look back fondly at the things I saw that year. I also realize that it's time to start making lengthier videos on topics that should have been discussed years ago. I will press on to make shorter videos in between the big ones, but I advise patience because I'm certain there will be long periods of time when nothing happens. I want to make worthwhile videos. If I wasn't watching something, then my free time was dedicated to writing and drawing. For about a decade now, I've been wanting to do a story, and my latest challenges were fleshing out the villains. In fact, I still can't figure out how to design one of the major antagonists. But I've been working on it to the point where I have enough ideas to make a pitch. Or something of that nature like a trailer or a short film, but now I gotta devote time to drawing the thing. And that's just the beginning. Afterwards, I have to make a full scene or a chapter. It's exciting and overwhelming. With the way my life has been going, there's no turning back now. I also felt this way after reading bits of Genki-Man again, since I mentioned it during the Devilman 2022 video. Another element that became a reminder is my own birthday, as it's coming up and I'm entering my early 30s. Here's a bunch of ideas I've been sitting on for so long and I need to unleash it. I recently had a brief chat with Fluhor, the creator of Agua Regia, and we talked a bit on drawings and making comics. I also recall an old conversation I had with Merlin the Mighty. I've been telling him about wanting to do things for years, and he basically asked me why I was so hesitant. And the response was a fear of failing. But I've been so preoccupied with the trepidations of non-success that instead I've been hit with the phobia of not even trying. But my friend has always offered encouragement and he's already ahead of me. Merlin published his own fantasy book, The Black Tree. Even with all of these components reminding me of what I want to do, I also think about the story on a daily basis, especially when I'm listening to music. My biggest obstacle is myself, as I'm very critical of my own illustrations. I'm questioning if this writing is actually good, or is it super generic wannabe anime or manga, or a wanga if you will. There have been times when people ask me to review their comic and I feel I should contribute by showing what's in my head. Another influence that's been making me progress is Jim Henson and his Creature Shop. I saw Labyrinth for the first time in my life, and that was the first step that led me deeper into Jim Henson's creations. About 7 years ago, I saw the Dark Crystal movie, but it didn't resonate with me at the time. What did the job for me was the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance series, and I was hooked on the original world that dwelled inside Jim Henson's imagination. And the same can be said for his other series, Fraggle Rock. If you haven't seen the 2022 reboot, you should. But I just want to give people a heads up that the stuff that I want to create doesn't lean in that direction. It's nowhere near as sophisticated as the puppetry of these artisans, but you've never seen this before. Well, maybe you have. A couple of months ago, I showed these sketches, and looking back, I'm not proud of them. Most of those were done in a rush because I wanted to get the video out, and these drawings were the only thing stopping me. And before anyone asks, no, I need to do this myself, sorry. I have looked into some writing tips, and while I received some clarity, there's also parts of the story that I have no idea what's gonna happen in it. It's a work in progress. I keep viewing my work in the outline of a battle shonen, and I'm noticing that I'm writing a bunch of fight scenes and very little drama. And the drama that I am writing consists of deaths that do affect the main characters, but none of the main cast are the ones dying. I wanted to carry on the legacy of Fist of the North Star with heroic deaths, but the more I look at this, it doesn't work. It's as if it's not their time yet. I feel people won't be invested because these heroes are put in deadly situations and they overcome it. This could be inspiring that these heroes are bringing hope to the conquered lands because they're still alive. I did manage to create some creative directions which makes the villains more like actual people, while retaining their evil plots. In other words, instead of the villains trying to kill the main characters, I found ways to make the heroes want to kill themselves. It'll be done gradually, it'll be believable. I'm not gonna pull that out of nowhere, I know that much. I originally set out to make a manly story like Fist of the North Star, Kinnikuman, Sakigake Otokojuku, Early JoJo, etc. It was gonna be this heroic journey with fantasy elements, but the more I write, the more it relates to Berserk, Devilman, and Violence Jack. You might not know this, but I always had a dark side. Here are some of my high school and college illustrations. To make a clip show and you'll see what I mean. In the future, I hope to bring this project to life whilst maintaining the anime videos you've been wanting to see for years. My name is Alex and thank you for watching my channel, The Anime Hero, and once again, thank you for my patrons. We're slowly growing and growing and growing. Thank you. See you next time.